Thanks for clicking on State of the City. My name's Todd Prafke. I'm the city administrator here in St. Peter. So first of all, again, thanks for clicking on this, whether you're watching it on YouTube or maybe off our Facebook or on our website. Again, thanks for watching. I got to do a shout out to Steve B., who works at Gustavus, who tells me he is a regular watcher. So Steve, hey Steve, hope you're doing great. Hope you're watching this one too. So let me cover a few issues from the workshop just last night that the City Council had on Monday night, their regular workshop session. And then let me cover kind of some other tidbits from around town and things that I think are important for you to know about the city. First of all, here you'll see my notes on the bottom of this, but those are the three primary topics that we talked about at the workshop. So vacation rental by owner regulations, as you know, that's been something the council's been working on for a little while, and so we're kind of trying to tweak that just a little bit more to make sure that it works well for everyone. And then the Traverse Green subdivision outlot, RFP. So this is a really important one. This has to do with, well, if you watched me last time and you've heard me talk before, you know that we talked quite a little bit about housing. And so one of the things that we're told really clearly, and last time I mentioned a meeting with the chamber and some chamber members, that we need opportunity for larger lot development. So those single family home lots that are 10,000 square feet or more. So one of the things that I mentioned last time and I've talked with the chamber members about and are talking with the council about is to send out again the request for proposals, the RFP, for some acreage that we own just on the north end of Traverse Green. We think it's a wonderful spot. It's a great opportunity for larger lot development, and we'd love to work with a developer, a contractor, financial institution, whomever, to see some of that development occur. We're open to all kinds of ideas. We're even open to giving the land away for the right kind of project and the right developer and those kind of things. So if you're interested, watch for that to come out. We'll put it in our public notice standpoint, but we're also going to send out, 60 or 70 of them to developers that we know, to architects and engineers, to financial institutions, to real estate folks, to, well, lots of people, and you'll be able to see it on our website too, but watch for that to come out within the next week or so. And then the last one is weed regulations. You'll see that right here, weed regulations. So maybe that's not a great descriptor of the agenda item, but this is really talking about changing the rules. Right now we have rules that say something like this, that if you have things growing in your yard that are taller than 6 inches, especially in your front yard, we can make you mow that down. What the council's kind of contemplating is providing greater opportunity for people in their yard to grow other things, whether it's pumpkins or tomatoes or whatever it is that are taller than 6 inches. The tricky part is that it's a little bit messy between what some people consider a weed and what some people consider a cultivated crop, maybe isn't the right word, but something that you intentionally plant and take care of and pull weeds from, and so how do you do that? So the council's talking about that, and I think it's a great discussion about where's our community going into the future, what's really important to us. And one other thing, I think it's great in that that's kind of the stuff that the council can really talk about, and I don't know that there's really an exact right or wrong answer. I don't know that staff can say this is $2 cheaper than that one, therefore you should go with the cheaper one. This is really something that the council can think about and not be dictated on by the state or others about what they should do. So they're going to continue to talk about that. They sent me back to do some more research, but wanted you to know that that's one of the things that they have out there that they're talking about. And so stay tuned for more information. Again, if you want to see this whole packet is available on our website. So it's stpetermn.gov, SAINTPETERMN.gov. And you can go on there under council packets, and you can see the packet from, just last night, Monday, March 18th, and you can see everything that the city council saw. All the information that they received is included in here. So anyway, if you want, check that out. Let me hit some other tidbits. I want to mention Solar Choice again. It's been a while since I've talked about this, but one of the groups in town is having a meeting on this, I think, to promote this opportunity to some of their members and others. So if you catch that, but there's certainly a lot of great information on our website as well. This is an opportunity to subscribe to solar energy from a solar farm that we participate in with our partners in SIMPA. And so it has lots of great attributes. I got to tell you though, if you're looking at subscribing to solar energy as a way to make $1 million, this isn't that. This is really about if you really feel that you want to be empowered to do something good for the environment, and that you think solar energy is the way to go about that, that you can subscribe without building something on your roof or building something on your garage or other things. It's an easy way to have an impact by buying some of your power through that solar farm, or solar community gardens, sometimes people call them. So anyway, watch for some more information on this. If you're interested, let me know. I did just recently visit with 4 of the churches in town who really talked about how they felt it was part of their mission, part of their stewardship mission, to maybe participate in Solar Choice. So we've sent them some information, and we hope they'll consider and well, watch for more of that. If you go to one of those churches, I'm sure they'll be talking about it with their parishioners. Another one that I want to mention is Levy Park, and you've heard a little bit of discussion about the sculpture garden that's being discussed and potentially planned for Levy Park. Now, Levy Park is that park right between City Hall and the Chamber near the Highway 99 bridge. It's got a swing set in there, and a couple of horseshoe pits are in there. So anyway, that might be repurposed for this sculpture garden. It might have a little bit of a different name. That's really part of the legacy of Paul Granlund within our community. And so I do want to thank Ann at the Art Center, and Matt and his architectural design firm, and Jonathan Granlund for their efforts, and certainly the city team that have started to kind of get things moving on this. I think it's a great opportunity for use of that park. And Paul Granlund did some really amazing pieces of art, and so he has, kind of some of this is that he has so many proteges that are in art that they want to participate too and provide more of an opportunity to have that kind of amenity within our community. And so how great is that? Wonderful people. There's been a little bit of money raised for this. And so again, thanks to the city crew, and a special thanks to Ann and Matt and Jonathan Granlund for their efforts in trying to make this go forward. We're excited about this one, and it'll be fun to see how it all kind of comes together. I also want to mention, this is kind of the first time first time ever, we're going to try and promote having a Citizens Academy here this fall after Labor Day. So if you don't get the hot sheet, I'm not going to talk a lot about it here, but you can see a little bit more detail in the hot sheet, and we'd love to have you send us an email and say, well, I'm interested, tell me a little bit more. One of the reasons we're doing it this way is because I want to generate a little bit of interest, but also hear from people as to what they're interested in. We have a number of goals for this, one of which is to help people know about their local unit of government, about city government. This is very different than what we see Connecting Nicollet County do, which is kind of a leadership course along with visiting lots of things that are not only related to county government and county activities. This will be related to city activities, the Citizen Academy. So you get to see a fire truck, and you get to see Public Works and meet some of the people that do those things, visit with police officers. Those are the kind of things, those nuts and bolts kind of things that we're really going to talk about. Again, a goal is maybe to provide opportunity for those who might feel, well, they don't know enough to run for office, or they maybe don't know enough to feel like they could participate in a board or commission. We want to give that opportunity for folks to get a feel for it, a taste of it, some understanding of it, if that's one of the things that's holding them back, because we don't want to hold you back. We want to provide this opportunity for you to learn a little bit more if you have interest. So watch for that. The last goal is to have a little bit of fun doing it, so we hope to do that too. Again, we're likely to do 5 evenings after Labor Day, all on Wednesday nights. And there's a little bit of a curriculum that's being developed for this. But if you have interest, email us or watch for that more information in the hot sheet, and then email us, and we'll be happy to kind of start that conversation about exactly what this looks like and how it all gets put together. So watch for that. I also want to mention food waste composting. I've talked about this before. We are now in the process of starting that. Now as spring is starting to spring is springing. This is really going to get going. So the hot sheet is a great source for that on our website. So watch upcoming hot sheets. Right now we're saying if you're interested, send us an email so we can get you on the list, so we can send you more specific information about how this is going to work, what's going to happen. And watch my next video blog. I'll have some samples and examples of what we're going to take for food waste composting. It's just not food, so watch for that. I think you'll find that very interesting. The hot sheet is a great source to find lots of information on all these kind of things. So with that, I'm going to stop. I do want to put this up and mention, here's how you can get a hold of us. Here's how you can email me. There's our website, stpetermn.gov. We would love it if you like us on Facebook. Give me a call. there's where we tweet, and there's our YouTube channel. You can go to our YouTube channel and see this and lots of other things, including council meetings and school board meetings and other stuff on YouTube. Phew. That's all I have for now. Hope you have a great rest of the week. Nice sunshine today. Enjoy that sunshine. Hope to see you around town. Oh, and I've been starting to do this. Call your mother. If you haven't called your mother, call your mother. She loves to hear from you, and it's worth the time to give her a call. Anyway, thanks. Have a great rest of the day.